You once said, I think, that drawing is one of the most valuable skills anyone can learn.
I think it's totally true. I mean, I think I kind of said this earlier, but the act of drawing is seeing, is trying to see something, and it puts you into a completely different mental state. It puts you into a state of being in that moment for that specific moment and understanding reality in a way that adults are very, very good at not doing. We spend most of our lives kind of getting out of the way of things, trying to remember stuff, trying to get through the day. Certain regrets and problems, mistakes that we made either an hour before or years before come back to us. So we spend much of our time just in this sort of cloud of remembrance and anxiety, but trying to live in that moment is a very difficult accomplishment. I think drawing encourages that more than anything.
What have you learned from him?
From art?
Yeah.
Everything. Pretty much every idea I have in my brain came from him in some way or another, either in sort of from reading his work or talking to him over the years. All of the ideas I have I can trace back to his efforts. So you start to get towards that moment where you feel less inventive or worried that if you try something new, it might not work out as well, which is a bad state to be in. So it's a difficult thing. I look at Frank Lloyd Wright and I think how he reinvented himself so brilliantly every few years. He almost is like he took the one thing he was avoiding in one phase of his work and embraced it in his new work. And I wish I could do that. I try to do things like that, but I'm much too hesitant, I think. So it's my own problem. I guess everybody's just I thought if I tried hard enough, when I was younger, I thought if I just keep going, I'll get to the point where I won't feel this way anymore, and I'll finally feel confident about what I do, and that's just never happened.
You've never?
No, I mean, when I'm done with something and it's sat there for maybe 2 or 3 months, and I look back at it, I think, well, maybe that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I think Brahms said that something doesn't have to be good, it just has to be complete.
Memory is an important thing.
It's all there is. That's honestly, there's nothing else we can grab onto. There's nothing else that doesn't matter. That's the only thing that we can claim as our own. That's how we get through life. Even hearing his voice, about every year or so, I listen to a recorded interview with Schultz that was done by Gary Groth for the Comics Journal, just as a way of sort of centering myself and kind of keeping a sense of what it's really all about.